To what extent did compromise determine how the legislative branch would be set up in the United States?
George Washington and the Virginia delegates worked on a plan for government while waiting for the other delegates. Edmund Randolph and James Madison introduced the Virginia Plan. It would consist of three branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch would be bicameral. Unlike our modern government, representation in both houses would be based on a state's population. This plan was different from the Articles of Confederation because each state had one vote regardless of population size.
There were three major compromises: the Great Compromise, the Three-Fifths Compromise, and the Trade Compromise. There was major debate over how to set up the legislative branch of government. It becomes a battle between smaller states and the ones with a larger population. Some states submitted plans for the type of legislator they want. In the Great Compromise, the legislature would have two houses. In Congress, the Senate is equal for every state, while the House of Representatives vary because it is based on state population.
The House of Representatives and the state do have requirements. Every 10 years, a census is taken. A process called reapportionment takes place. It shows how populations are changing and the number of representatives for an individual state may change. Regardless of how small the population is, every state gets at least one representative. There are 435 members in the House of Representatives. Each House member represents a single district in his or her home state. In the Senate, representation is equal. Each state has two senators. The 17th Amendment gave the right for voters to directly elect the senators that will represent for them. The Senate also does not reorganize for a time. The Senate also does not reorganize from the time to do changes in population. Ultimately, the legislative branch would not be the way it is today if it weren't for the compromises.
We hope we helped you learn about the compromises and how they helped shape the legislative branch.